What's going on YouTube? So today we got The Art of Dumbing Down by Dupli. Dupli? I think it's Dupli. What is it? Yeah, it's Dupli. We're finna see what it's about. I'm guessing it's just the internet, being dumb, people being dumb, idolizing people for what they do, making them seem like the greatest person, you know what I'm talking about. So let's get straight to it. Let's see.
Freedom of jail gone. That I knew.
Whole world.
This is the one. This is exactly what y'all was looking for.
God damn! I was such a fucking pussy.
We live
Sneak
in the
on.
greatest nation on earth. Thank you, America.
Hillary Clinton is a great woman and a good woman.
What had a heart attack? Get the fuck up. Fuck up.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
I think that's the case right there. I maybe have to dumb down my lyrics just a little bit.
I dumb down for my audience, double my dollars. They criticize me for it, yet they all yell holla.
Jay.
90% of the world can't even enjoy your content. And when I realized that, I was like, wait a minute.
Can't believe I let Nas down.
Damn, I like the editing. I fuck with the editing. It's look like a whole documentary.
The act of making something simpler and easier for people to understand, especially in order to make it more popular. Now, some may see this label as an insult, but if you ask me, it's really a compliment, because in itself, it's acknowledging you're capable of doing quote-unquote better, but you're just choosing not to. And listen, some people don't have that.
Oh, so is he talking about basically staying humble, Adam Sandler, J. Cole, you're able to do better, to dress, and in day terms, to dress better type shit, but you choose not to look like you're a humble figure type shit. For example, Adam Sandler, Cole. I love them boys though.
Luxury.
No shade.
For example, Lil Pump. He didn't dumb his music down. He was just dumb, and his music reflected that. The sole reason others dumb down is because of accessibility, which is what I want to touch on in this video. How accessible are you supposed to be successful? Is it even necessary? Does accessible...
This is gonna be my last time pausing, but so basically, celebrities dumb down to people's levels in order to get their attention, for them to tune in. Y'all remember when Andrew Tate would say some out-of-pocket shit just for attention so he can grow his company? So this is what he's talking about. So basically saying stupid stuff, things, in order to get attention type shit. So basically what the internet is on in today's society, today's date. You feel me? That's crazy.
Accessible mean
Last time
bad?
pausing.
And why did J. Cole let Nas down? Being an artist is tough, especially if you're unsuccessful, as it's easy to get stuck in that bitter mindset that your work is brilliant and everybody else just doesn't get it. And then you start to look at mainstream artists like, this is stupid, this is trash, I'm better than this, which is a common occurrence in the lyrical miracle community with guys like Hobson or pretty much any YouTube rapper.
Yo, how come everybody in the game wanna rap like you with the played out flow? I've been in the back killing every damn track and the rhymes all whack, how the fuck y'all blow?
These fools ain't spitting no type of dope shit. They just got a hard-ass fucking beat to trick dumbasses like you to make you think you like the shit.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They somehow always come to the conclusion that the fact that artist is popular and they're not is proof that everybody is stupid. No, you're just broke, alone, trying really hard for nothing, and nobody knows who you are. What you should be doing is facing the real question. What is that person doing right that you're not? And if the answer doesn't please you, maybe it's time
Dumbing
to
down
find
type
a new
shit,
calling. Now,
right?
if making niche experimental stuff is what makes you happy, you have to come to terms with the fact that you're never going to be at the top. You will never be as popular as all of the dummies that are making this mindless, stupid music. That is the sacrifice you're making. Now, whether or not you think this is a good trade-off really depends on the person. Too many people believe that being an artist gives them the excuse to just create and do nothing else. Well, that's a fucking lie. You have to study. You have to understand the space you're moving in more than anything else. Because unless your sugar daddy is giving you monthly checks, you have to make a living somehow. It's either learning how to market yourself or staying a failure forever. Choose. If toning yourself down is all it takes to make that next step, do it. If that's what it takes. If your message and art is so brilliant, it will still push through, sooner or later. I mean, look at Kanye with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Yeezus. Like, face facts. Do you even have a plan? Because your artsy IG page with 70 followers isn't going anywhere. Nathaniel.
Dark Fantasy is me going back and spending 6 dedicated months, and kind of piecing together what people liked about me to make an entire bouquet that they loved, that was the most listenable, that was the least challenging. Yeezus and 808s are so much better and stronger.
But listen. On the other hand, just because you're making yourself more accessible doesn't just give you the excuse to put less effort in your work.
Yeah.
Quite the
exactly.
contrary, actually. Adapting your unique style to a larger audience takes a lot of time and effort. The thing I love about Kendrick is that he's capable of making these super conscious lyrical songs, but at the same time, he can successfully pull off a stupid, fun TikTok song without forcing it or trying too hard. Like on his last album
Unlike
with
Drake.
Silent Hill, he managed to make this track without sacrificing the quality of the album in the slightest. And that's the thing. I think a true artist shouldn't be too stuck up to make a TikTok song every once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, but why did J. Cole let Nas down? Relax, I'm gonna get to that. Chill. We can see this phenomenon of dumbing down occur in almost every form of media and even life. Like, politics are a prime example of this because politicians' careers rely solely on votes to put them in positions of power, so they are pretty much forced to pander to the masses. You don't have the
Okay, my fault. I said it was the last time, but I feel like you have to, when you're in politics, you have to find a way to get people to vote for you. So that's why, like, this politicians say dumb shit or make promises in order for the people to vote for them. But once it's said and done, is the complete opposite because they're just basically putting on a show to get more votes type shit.
luxury of being niche in politics. Everything is about pushing your ideology and agenda
to
on
other
the
people.
widest range of people possible. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but politicians change their minds all the time based on majority public opinion. Hillary Clinton wanted to outlaw gay marriage a couple of years ago. Trump was a liberal before he recognized he could successfully run as a Republican. It's all about how you can adapt to the current climate. Not only do your politics have to be accessible, but so does your personality.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
created Pokemon Go.
See? They trying to find a way for
But I'm trying
the
to
people
figure
to
out
like them type
how
shit.
we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
You have to be likable, you have to be relatable. It's basically a popularity contest.
Yeah.
And that's how Trump won. He collected all those votes from the "I like to have a beer with this guy" people. You know, sometimes Republicans win just because the liberal candidates are so pretentious and stuck up. Once people get a whiff of that, you're gonna lose all the truck drivers and construction workers, make no mistake. Republicans are easier to relate to, and that's just a fact. It's also a big part of their sales pitch. I'm just a common God-fearing American. I love my country just like everybody else. And that's why I plan on deporting every single Mexican in the United States. I'm not just talking out of my ass here. There's a real article back in 2016 that states, quote, "Over time, the guy you'd want to have a beer with," that's a real fucking quote, "became the agreed upon narrative of Bush's campaign."
Over time, the guy he wants to have a beer with became agreed upon.
With uptight Al Gore and Pinot-sipping John Kerry, which were the liberal candidates at the time, just weren't desirable barstool neighbors, while Bush could sell himself as someone whom you'd like to sip a Coors Light with. Actually, the original state's adjacent to, but that's another example of why you should dumb it down sometimes. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? I genuinely think a large portion of Americans vote on that basis. Like, it's not about whether or not the candidate has good politics.
Yeah, that's what I was
How many
saying.
times they make you say, "Ah, what a legend."
Exactly.
Going viral on pretty much any social media platform, there's always two waves of virality. You have the first wave, which is mainly positive, and you're pretty much reaching your target audience. And then you have the second wave, which is when you start seeing more and more negative comments. Everything is sweet while you're operating in your own bubble, in your own niche, where you can't miss, where you're a god. When you step outside of that bubble is when you realize someone always has some negative shit to say.
Exactly.
Someone always hates you for no apparent reason. No matter how hard you're trying or how perfect.
There's always gonna be that one person.
You can't reach everybody.
Yep.
Mr. Beast is the most popular content creator for
Twitter.
a reason.
I
His
see
business
Twitter.
model is simple. He makes the most accessible content imaginable. Everyone loves seeing money being handed out to random people. There's not a single person who ever watched a Mr. Beast video that said, I just don't get it. Because there's nothing to get. The content is super engaging and entertaining. It's not forcing you to think. It's inoffensive. No one really has an opinion. It's always happy and upbeat, wholesome to a degree. There's nothing to dislike. Pair that up with a high budget and high production value and boom, you have the biggest channel on YouTube. But let's talk about more thought-provoking content where you're always bound to piss some people off. I'll be the first to say, Andrew Tate said some profound shit before he got deplatformed. Some. But it was the ignorance which pushed him to the top. When people quote Tate, they don't talk about his life advice or any of his personal
They always talk about the out-of-pocket shit he says to try to, you know how people are.
Stories. They think of what color is your Bugatti? Women are objects. Like it's that side of him which made him accessible to everyone.
They never talk about the good
for
shit.
the purpose of entertainment. Does he really believe that? I don't think so. But that shit goes, and he knows it. Now, unfortunately, ignorance attracts ignorant people, and that's how you end up getting deplatformed.
What the fuck? I never see this clip.
That's how you end up getting deplatformed. The most extreme case of dumbing down content is, in my opinion, Sneeko, who recently really blew up. Don't take it from me, take it from one of his own
I fuck with Sneeko.
Sneeko built an amazing aesthetic and carefully crafted image and brand for the good part of a decade, just to throw it all down the drain, screaming and angry on live streams for a cheap, quick blow-up. He chunked out all nuance for sensationalism bullshit, attracting a bunch of impressionable morons as fans. And now he's gonna be destined to retreat to the grossest platforms filled with the worst type of people and become further radicalized. Hope it was worth it, bro. Sneeko is a prime example of someone who didn't go about dumbing down the right way. Recently, he chose the path of Andrew Tate clone. And even though he claims he's been saying the same thing for years now, the truth is, he noticed the trend and jumped on it. And it worked. He pretty much surpassed all of his previous success by being ignorant for a couple of weeks. And now all of a sudden his whole ideology has changed. He's a devout Christian now, even though he was an atheist before. He started smoking cigars for some reason, even though he 100% is a copying Tate. Why would you even say that? His opinions are all very surface level. They're not thought out, and couple that up with constant yelling and erratic behavior, you get a good recipe for fleeting entertainment, but not for long-term success. The problem is, accessible content doesn't last. If you don't have any art or personality connected to your blow-up, you're gonna perish as quick as you came up. All you are is a novelty at that point. People are just gonna find someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Never get bored of you. You're not irreplaceable. Trust me, substance lasts. The most successful
That's why you gotta find other ways to, get to the people. You can just be on YouTube doing YouTube, but eventually it's gonna, you go viral for some shit, then what do you call it? As the kids say, you fall off. And you gotta find another way to, go up. Like, for example, let's see. Speed, he started in Twitch, I think. Then, I don't really think Speed fell off like that type shit. And then he got banned from Twitch. Excuse me. Then he got banned from Twitch. Then he went to YouTube. Now he's like at 12 million. So that's, he puts out a persona of being this childish. He is 17, so there's, just for the kids, and then, like, Yeah, this is pretty smart.
are the ones who manage to find a perfect balance between the two, substance and accessibility. Anyone leaning too hard on one or the other is destined for an unsuccessful career.
Yeah.
That's why most reaction channels don't last. They don't provide enough value by
And we going up,
themselves
though.
to warrant a
I
loyal
promise y'all
fan
that
base.
type
But anyway,
shit.
if this video doesn't go viral, I'm turning this into a hashtag Red Pill Self-Improvement channel.
You are stupid.
Oi, bruv, why did J. Cole let Nas down, bruv? You said you would get
Oh,
to it,
yeah.
but you didn't get to it, bruv.
Let's see.
So
Let's
fucking
see.
about. Back in 2013, J. Cole released Let Nas Down,
Cold.
a track in which he talks about how Nas, his idol, hated Cole's single Workout, which later became his biggest hit, mind you. Nas thought Cole was destined to carry on the tradition of hip-hop and hated the song because it was poppy. He hated it because Cole dumbed himself down, even though it meant Cole exponentially growing his fan base and becoming bigger than he ever was. Cole
Yeah,
was
'cause,
then
like,
faced
back
with the
then it
fact
was,
that he
like,
disappointed
some
his
real
childhood
lyricism
idol,
type shit.
even though he doesn't actually regret releasing the track. He points out how even Nas had pop singles back in the day and justifies why he went mainstream by saying he did it for a greater purpose. Quote, "If I can get them to listen outside my car, then I can open the door. Reintroduce them to honesty, show them that they need more. The difference between the Pretenders and the Kendrick Lamars." Now, even though I love this song and it pretty
look at
much
Cole, man.
inspired this video,
It's
I have
inspirational.
to disagree with Cole here. Because no matter what, there will always be a portion of people who only consume music and media in general passively. Either that's just their preference or maybe they plain just don't have the capacity to understand substance. It doesn't matter. This expectation that all of a sudden people's minds are going to start opening and there's going to be a switch. Oh my God, something is different. I don't know what happened, but I just don't feel like listening to this Drake anymore. Come on, everybody. Let's put on the new Kendrick.
And then Certified Lover Boy comes out.
That's unrealistic. That's never gonna happen. The sentiment that someday everybody will appreciate substance is false. The thing a lot of you fail to understand is that the majority of people in general use these forms of media to pass the time. And they aren't necessarily looking to have a mind-altering experience.
One thing about social media is like when you like on social media, time goes by so fast, bro. Shit is crazy.
Experience like you may be. And that isn't changing anytime soon. As a matter of fact, that's pretty much the norm. So whether you like it or not, accessibility will always be a factor. Period.
Gotta dumb down sometimes, you feel me? Hey, this is a dummy video. I like it. It's like a little documentary and shit. I fuck with it. Hey, this shit was dope. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to this man, what's his name? Shout out to Dupley, man. W video. You know, come here, boy. Come on, we gonna subscribe. I need to see some of his shit. But hey, man, W video, man. If y'all like it, shit, comment down below what y'all want to see type shit. You know, I'm finna be posting daily now. And yeah, you know, like, subscribe, comment, and shit. Till the next one, my boys. Oh, shit.